Emotions are natural part of human being. You cannot not have emotions. But how we respond to them can significantly impact our lives and relationships. The way you are perceived in your social circle, in your family, in your office. Welcome to this week's theme, Emotional Intelligence. And in this episode, we are going to explore some practical strategies to help you manage your emotions and enhance your EI, emotional intelligence, to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. In our last episode, we did share some questions, very powerful questions, and some strategies. So, to manage our emotions effectively, we first need to understand what emotional regulation is. Emotional regulation refers to the ability to monitor, evaluate, and modify our emotional reactions in a way that is appropriate to the situation. Now, why is this important? When we regulate our emotions, we can respond to situations more thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This can lead to healthier relationships in personal and professional pursuits, better decision making, and improved mental health. You're not angry, you're not stressed, you don't have anxiety. Mental health is taken care. Let's do a reflective exercise one more time. Take a moment to think about a recent situation where you felt overwhelmed by your emotions. What do you mean by overwhelmed? So you reacted in a way which is not commonly what you do, which is not you, probably a different you. So, did you just burst into tears? Were you angry? Did you throw something? Were you so frustrated that you banged the door and just walked out of the room? Did you, in anger or in that frustration or in that overwhelming, this took some decision which you regretted at a later stage? Think about it. Write it down. What was the situation and how did you respond? Were you able to regulate your emotions or did you react impulsively? If you think now, what was the better way to react in that situation? If same thing someone else would have done, a friend, a colleague, or your partner, how would you have felt? What kind of a response would you have expected from somebody else in the same situation? Write it down, reflect on it. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward improvement. Let's see some effective techniques for managing emotions. In our previous episodes too, we have discussed this. One of the simplest effective way to manage emotion is deep breathing, practicing mindfulness, involving being present in the moment, reflecting on your thoughts and feelings without judgment, cognitive reframing, changing the perspective on a situation. Along with that, these are very common. Let's see something different we can try to be more aware about first of our emotions and then decide how to improve them. So, whenever you encounter a negative emotion, ask yourself, what evidence do I have for this thought? Generally, a thought, a response generates in your head, in your brain. Ask yourself, is there any proof of that? Is there a more positive way to view this situation? For example, if you're feeling anxious about an upcoming presentation, reframe it as an opportunity to share your ideas rather than a threat or a fear of talking in front of people or failing or being judged. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can provide clarity and help you process your emotions. This practice can help you identify patterns and triggers in your emotional responses. Many people have tried journaling and have actually suggested that journaling helps so much. We have a separate episode on that where journaling is focused and how to do and how it can help you. Go ahead and listen to that. And so building emotional awareness is so crucial for our effective emotion management. This involves recognizing and understanding your emotions as they arise. Again, why is it important to have this emotional awareness? When you are aware of your emotions, you can respond to them more effectively. How about if we start our day by checking with ourselves and even throughout the day? What am I feeling right now? If there is any strong emotion, then what triggered this emotion? How is this emotion affecting my thoughts and actions? At the end of the day, make a practice to take a few minutes to reflect your emotional experiences. What emotions did you feel on that particular day? How did you respond? Was there a better way to respond? The reflective exercise we did, you can do it each day. This practice can help you become more attuned to your emotional landscape. And seeking support is the top tip anyone can give you. Managing emotions doesn't have to be a solo journey. Talking to friends, family, coach, seeking support from others can be incredibly beneficial. Sometimes just sharing what you're feeling can provide relief and perspective. When I take coaching sessions, half of the time clients say that I feel so good now that I have vented out. And many people, even many clients, come up with this thing that okay, when I'm hearing myself talking out, I think this is the thing I can do to resolve this. So the perspective changes when you share. Surrounding yourself with supportive individuals can help you navigate challenging emotions more effectively. Try and adapt open communication. We have a separate episode on effective communication in relationships or even in general. Refer to our episode 27. Watch it. It has many insightful things. Another important part of emotional intelligence and managing your emotions is self compassion. Charity begins at home, don't forget. Practicing self compassion is vital when managing emotions. We all experience difficult emotions. You're not alone. And it's essential to treat ourselves with the kindness during these times. Much as like might have, you would have treated your best friend or a younger sister or a younger brother, etc. Treat with the same compassion to yourself. It's very important that instead of criticizing yourself for a feeling certain way, you acknowledge that it's okay to have those feelings. You are only a human being. Remind yourself that everyone experiences ups and downs. One way is to engage yourself in activities that bring you comfort, whether it's taking a warm bath, reading a book, making a podcast, spending time in nature. We are getting very good response for our listeners spotlight segment, and many listeners have shared their stories. I am filtering it out of which one to present in which episode. So, what we will be doing is today there is no listener story. We will be collaborating it and doing a special episode on this listener segment on weekend. In this theme, we are going to have many reflective questions. You saw that in this episode also we have had so many questions, but let's follow our trend. Let's see some self-reflective questions for today. What specific triggers lead to strong emotional reactions for me, and how can I better recognize them in the moment? What emotion regulation techniques have I found effective, and how can I incorporate them more consistently into my daily routine? How do I typically express my emotion to others, and what changes can I make to communicate my feelings more constructively? In time of stress or setback, what strategies can I implement to enhance my resilience and maintain a positive outlook? Reflect. Managing emotions effectively is a crucial skill that can enhance your emotional intelligence. It's the step 2 in emotional intelligence. Step 1 is self awareness, and step 2 is self management. That refers to managing your emotions effectively. That improves overall well being. And by practicing the shared techniques, you can navigate your emotional landscape with greater ease. I thank you again for joining me today. I encourage you to reflect on your emotional management strategies and consider implementing some of the techniques we discussed. And if you find this episode helpful, share it with people who you think need to manage their emotions effectively. Don't forget to share and subscribe for more insights on personal growth. Next episode, we will focus on empathy and compassion to help transform our relationships and communities. Until next time, keep striving for emotional awareness and connection.